Okay, straight up. If somebody did not or does not enjoy how this happened and feels like it's maybe a cop out or an ass pull, I understand. It's a viable opinion. You're completely fine in thinking that, and it's completely valid. But maybe it's because I love Hakari so much, I really don't care. This was wonderful. Are you actually kidding me? An insta jackpot. An insta pot.
That was totally wicked!
Okay, I'm sorry. I did not see that coming. Now, jumping back just a little bit to the very beginning of the chapter, I love how we pick up and Hakari is basically like zombied out, falling over because, he doesn't have anything on that side to, hold the torso up. Absolutely love that. And yeah, I kind of realized at the beginning of the chapter, I'm like, this actually makes sense. Wouldn't he just activate the domain and then just keel over and die right there in the domain? Probably, probably. But on top of having infinite cursed energy when he hits a jackpot, just normally as a human being, Hakari turns out has infinite luck energy too. This is absolutely insane. I mean, hats off to Akutami. This might possibly make up for Kurorushi spoiling the three-way domain expansion. I'm about it. But moving on with the rest of the chapter, Hakari actually compliments Kashimo, saying he's never came this close to dying so many times in one day. And then as we release the domain expansion, it turns out we can move our domain expansions while in our domain expansions. Because, wait, did we know that could happen? I honestly can't remember right now off the top of my head. As far as I can remember, we didn't know you could activate the domain, just unseemingly move it, and then all of a sudden undo it and you're in a different spot. That is so strange to me, but Hakari did it. He activated his domain, and then when he deactivated it, they were over the ocean. Not that far out, I believe, just kind of a little ways out from where they were. It was a shipyard located against the ocean. Either way, still absolutely insane because when you realize Kashimo's cursed energy is like electricity and shares the properties, you can understand why being submerged in water would cause some problems. So yeah, this dude's about to fall in the water, and it turns out that Tokyo Colony number 2 is basically an ocean barrier. What I feel like they mean by that is the barrier to the colony is at least partially ocean, so it's obviously a town, a city, a part of whatever, a part of Tokyo that is on the seafront. So part of the barrier would be the sea. That being said, cursed spirits can literally just pop out of the water. So this happens, and then Kashimo starts playing Frogger across the ocean, trying to make it back to the shoreline before infinite cursed energy Hakari can catch up to him. Hakari keeps going on about, I got manga on my mind thanks to the otaku, and I'm pretty sure this is just his way of saying, hold my beer, I'm about to do some cool shit.
I woke up feeling dangerous!
And yeah, he just starts annihilating cursed spirits like a mad, deranged lunatic chasing after Kashimo while they are over top of the ocean, eventually kicking him into the sea. Yeah, it was a pretty decent hold my beer moment, I'm not gonna lie. Either way, this is when we start getting a little science-y with everything, and the science is correct. We even had somebody who worked with the creator of Dr. Stone, a science advisor, work with Akutami on this chapter. So yeah, he wanted to make sure he got this stuff right. And yes, electrolysis is a thing. And yes, electrolysis is a thing that is used to make chlorine gas. In fact, that is a very, very common way of manufacturing chlorine gas, or just chlorine. Maybe not chlorine gas specifically, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. This is pretty accurate stuff. So Kashimo being kicked into the water means he had to use his cursed energy to block the kick. He was not able to cut it off in time, so by the time he hit the water, the switch was on. There is no way to turn it off at that point because water is extremely conductive to electricity. It's kind of like dropping an appliance in the bathtub. It's gonna keep on going. Well, until the appliance is fried, kind of like Kashimo's cursed energy. If he gets dropped in the water while it's active, it's just gonna keep on going until it's fried, until it's completely gone. However, considering he is in salt water, and you typically, or maybe have to, I don't know, I'm not the science advisor. Salt solutions are typically used when creating chlorine, salt water from the ocean, electrolysis using his cursed energy. Yeah, he literally starts making chlorine gas from using up all of his cursed energy in the salty ocean, effectively gassing out Hakari and making him drop into the ocean, completely passed out. This is easily the best fight in the Culling game so far. I'm sorry, this completely tops everything else. For me personally, this is a subjective thing. This is amazing. So Hakari gets gassed out and he's falling down into the ocean, and Kashimo's basically in his head going on the victory lap, talking about how there's more than one way to actually kill somebody using reverse cursed energy. You can poison them as well. It takes extremely high levels of reverse cursed energy to find the poison inside of the body and get that specifically out. It's a hard, difficult thing to heal from. So we win, right? Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, no, Hakari's waking up from that. Even that is healed by the fully automatic reverse cursed energy. This is fully automatic, high level. You are not getting around this reverse cursed energy. This is like a buff to end all buffs. If this truly is a jackpot, if you could receive one, this is it. This is the holy grail for sorcerers. My goodness, I love it. So yeah, Hakari wakes up and then just starts absolutely going to town on Kashimo underneath the water. Keep in mind, everything is currently being electrified under there, and this is part of the reason why he feels like, or says he needs to finish it. He doesn't know if he will be able to reopen his domain expansion in the hot plus electrified water that is currently still being electrified. It makes sense. It might be a little bit difficult to just sit there. I kind of understand the reasoning from Hakari's perspective. And then he starts to wonder, considering the domain is about to end in 5 seconds and he isn't really sure whether or not he'll be able to open it up again after it ends, should he go back up to the surface? And at least in the fan translation, this could change when we get the official, but he says, no, I want to attack. Keep in mind the difference between I need to attack and I want to attack. That is some Hakari level energy, and once again, as always, I love it. So yeah, he keeps going in. This part's, I'm sorry, this is amazing. I love it anytime a character's words get like muffled and we have this weird, stupid text instead of the actual words. And considering they're underwater, they actually say out loud, let's go, and hell yeah, and it just comes out as because they're underwater. I'm sorry, every time something like that happens, I find it hilarious. Either way, that's not important. They're about it, they keep going. Hakari keeps trying to punch and kick and just beat the absolute brakes off of Kashimo. Kashimo grabs Hakari and just blows up. What? I'm basically left at the exact same position I was before I got the chapter. Is Hakari gonna die? I guess now I can add in, is Kashimo gonna die? I don't think we really got anywhere in this chapter. I think we just went full circle back to where we started, just in a slightly different situation. But this was so hype. I love it. Oh my god, this is the best fight in the Culling game. And I love it. I do not know what else to say. Like I said, you can have your own valid arguments against liking this chapter. Like, if there are reasons somebody dislikes how this went, I understand. It's completely valid. It's also subjective. And my subjective opinion is, I love it! But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I can't wait for the next one. I can't wait to figure out what happens. This fight's incredible. Hakari's incredible. I don't give Kashimo enough credit because I love Hakari so much and I'm just about him right now, but Kashimo has been absolutely phenomenal. Easily the strongest person to be reincarnated so far, at least out of people we've gotten to see have their own full fight in the Culling game. He's the strongest one yet. My goodness, this is amazing. I love it. I'm out.